So, hello everyone, myself Venkatesh Jadhav, Department of Biophysics, Bindu College, Bokar. So, here we are discussing immunology, which is and a theory paper for BSc Biophysics third year. So, in previous lecture, we have discussed about the overall credit distribution for BSc Biophysics third year, semester 5 and semester 6. In that, we have specifically explained uh, two theory papers with their every chapter description. Now, here we are going to discuss, or we will start the theory paper or first or paper number 12, that is immunology for semester 5th. So, first of all, it is very obvious to know what is immunology. Now, basically immunology is the study of immunity and immune system of vertebrates. So, here in immunology we are dealing with immunity and immune responses. So, the immune system of vertebrates, in this unit or in this paper we will come across various types of cells, various types of tissue and various types of organs which are giving functional form to this immune system. So, immunology is specifically study of immunity and immune system of vertebrates. So, it means that whatever may be the immune system म्हणजे सेल्स, टिश्यू आणि ऑर्गन्स, जसे की बी सेल, टी सेल, त्याच्यानंतर पियर्स पॅचेस अँड म्युकोसा असोसिएटेड टिश्यूज अँड प्रायमरी अँड सेकंडरी organs of immune system such as spleen, then thymus, bone marrow. So these combine together to form immune system. आणि हे सगळे एकत्र आल्यानंतर सेल्स, टिश्यू आणि ऑर्गन ते मिळून जे काम करतात आणि त्याचा आउटपुट म्हणून और वेन दे आर वर्किंग इन कोऑर्डिनेशन विथ ईच अदर, there is a production or there is immunity in that individual. So this is what we are going to study with immune system and immunity. So immunity, by word definition, it is immunus literally means free from burden, or broadly involves the resistance shown and protection offered by host organism against the infectious disease. So immunity is broadly explained as protection offered by host organism against infectious disease. So whatever may be the protective response in response to the infected disease is known as immunity. The immune system consists of complex networks of cells and molecules and their interaction. So as we have discussed, B cell, T cell are the cells of immune system. There are also other types of immune system that we are going to discuss in upcoming units. Then molecules such as cytokines, then antibody, and their interaction between each other is defining the immunity. It is specifically designed to eliminate infectious organisms from body. So what is the main function, or we can say immunity is, or immune system is designed to eliminate जे infectious एजंट्स आपल्या बॉडीमध्ये आलेले आहेत किंवा विथ इंटरॅक्शन विथ फूड किंवा विथ इंटरॅक्शन विथ वॉटर और एअर जे काही इन्फेक्शियस ऑर्गॅनिझम आपल्या बॉडीमध्ये एंट्री केली त्यांना बाहेर काढण्यासाठी इम्युन सिस्टमचं मेन काम आहे. So it is possible since the organism is capable of distinguish the self from non-self and eliminate the non-self organisms. So which substances, as we know in our body there are different biomolecules, different cells, different tissue, different organs, different organ system, and or on daily basis we are taking many foreign substances from outside the body such as water, food, air. So these are the foreign substances but they are useful to our body. So it is very important. आता हे फार महत्त्वाचं आहे की जे फॉरेन सबस्टन्सेस आपल्या बॉडीमध्ये आहेत किंवा येतात त्याच्यामध्ये शरीराच्या उपयोगाचा कोणता आहे आणि शरीरासाठी डिसीज किंवा इन्फेक्शन म्हणून कोणता काम करत आहे त्याला पहिले डिस्टिंग्विश करणं आणि जे हानिकारक आहे, इन्फेक्शियस आहे, पॅथोजन म्हणून ॲक्ट होतो, अँटीजन म्हणून ॲक्ट होतो, अशा सबस्टन्सला आपल्या बॉडीतून काढून टाकणं हे इम्युनिटीचं आणखी स्पेसिफिक फंक्शन इथं आपल्याला म्हणता येईल. सो आता हे इम्युनिटीचे किंवा ही इम्युनिटी कशा प्रकारे काम करते दॅट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस. द इम्युनिटी इज ब्रॉडली डिवायडेड इंटू टू टाइप्स. The very first is innate, which is non-specific immunity, and second one is adaptive or acquired or specific immunity. So basically there are two types of immunity, innate and acquired. So innate, which is we can say which is present from birth, and acquired which is acquired from birth to death of that individual. So first of all we will discuss about innate immunity. So innate immunity is non-specific and represents the inherent capability of the organism to offer resistance against disease. It consists of defensive barriers which is already present or which is present in a genetic makeup or physiological makeup of an individual. So in very simple word, if we can explain this innate immunity, जर आपल्याला साध्या भाषेत सांगायचं झालं तर जी इम्युनिटी आपल्यामध्ये जन्मजात प्रेझेंट असते किंवा आपल्या पॅरेंट्सकडून आपल्यामध्ये आपल्यामध्ये येते किंवा आपल्या इम्युन रिस्पॉन्समध्ये भाग घेते, दॅट इज अ इनेट इम्युनिटी. सो आता ही नॉन स्पेसिफिक का असते किंवा हिला नॉन स्पेसिफिक का म्हणायचं ते आपल्याला अक्वायर्ड इम्युनिटी आपण त्याचं मेकॅनिझम बघितल्यानंतर चांगल्या प्रकारे लक्षात येईल. किंवा याला असं म्हणू शकतो आपण की जे काही फॉरेन सबस्टन्सेस आपल्या पॅरेंट्सच्या किंवा पूर्वजांच्या लाईफ टाईममध्ये त्यांच्या बॉडीसोबत इंटरॅक्ट झाले त्याच्या अगेन्स्ट जी इम्युनिटी त्यांच्यामध्ये डेव्हलप झाली ती इम्युनिटी आपल्याला ड्यू टू व्हॉट वी कॅन से जी वी आर हॅविंग जेनेटिक मेकअप फ्रॉम आवर पॅरेंट्स, तर ती इम्युनिटी तशाला तशी आपल्यामध्ये ट्रान्सफर होते. पण ते आपण बर्थ घेतल्यानंतर आपल्या लाईफ टाईममध्ये किंवा आपल्या इंट्रॅक्शन्स विथ इन्व्हायरमेंटमध्ये तेच अँटीजनचं इंट्रॅक्शन येईल असं सांगता येणार नाही. त्यामुळे इफ यू टेक ॲन एक्झाम्पल ऑफ नाव दिस कोविड इन्फेक्शन, सो इट इज नॉट इन्फेक्टेड, दिस स्ट्रेन ऑफ कोविड व्हायरस इज नॉट इन्फेक्टेड टू आवर ancestors or not interacted. That's why as a human race we don't have an acquired immune response and it is not so evolved to transfer from one generation to another generation. So likewise, innate immunity is immunity present by birth. So as it is governed by line of defense. So first line of defense, we can say the skin is the largest organ in the human body, consists of about 50% of the adult body weight. The skin provides a mechanical barrier to prevent the entry of organisms and viruses. The acidic environment of the skin surface. So what is the exact pH of skin? If we define it is, if we say it is in between 3 to 5, so which is comes under acidic range. So due to this, the skin surface inhibits the growth of most of the microorganisms. Further, the sweat consists of an enzyme, lysozyme, that can destroy the bacterial cell wall, and therefore there is again inhibition of bacterial organisms as a first line of defense on a skin. So we can also categorize the second line of defense. Despite the physical barrier, the microorganisms do enter the body. The body defends itself and eliminate the invading organism by non-specific mechanism such as sneezing and then secretion of mucus. In addition, body also tries to kill the pathogen by phagocytosis, so involving macrophages and complement system in elimination of microorganism by phagocytosis. So one of the sneezing or secretion of mucus, so in tears or we can say the sneezing, if the large amount of organisms, infectious organisms enter in our respiratory tract, it is again eliminated or tried to eliminate by sneezing. So these are the skin is the first line of defense, and when from first line as it is entered into our body, this second line of defense is making them to inhibit. So there are some also secretions, if we say the tears, which is again having hydrolytic enzymes for killing or inhibiting or destroying the bacteria. Now this is about introductory. Then we will discuss about immune system in somewhat detail. The immune system represents third and most potent defense mechanism of body. Acquired or specific immunity is capable of specifically recognizing and eliminating invading organism and foreign molecules, that is antigen, in contrast to innate system. The acquired immunity display 4 distinct characteristics. So याच्या आधी आपण आता इनेट इम्युनिटी मध्ये बघितलं, जी की जन्मजात प्रेझेंट असते. त्याच्यामध्ये स्किन आणि काही सेकंडरी लाईन ऑफ डिफेन्स आहेत, जसे की स्नीजिंग सिक्रेशनना आपण ऑर्गॅनिझमला शरीराच्या बाहेर ठेवू शकतो. पण दुसऱ्या प्रकारची जी इम्युनिटी आहे, आपण म्हटलं होतं ॲडॅप्टिव्ह किंवा ॲक्वायर्ड इम्युनिटी. सो ती खूप स्पेसिफिक असते आणि याच्यामध्ये काय केलं जातं की स्पेसिफिक असल्यामुळं ऑर्गॅनिझम आल्यानंतर त्यांना सेल्फ आहेत की नॉन सेल्फ आहेत हे आयडेंटिफाय केलं जातं आणि त्याच्यानंतर फॉरेन मॉलिक्यूल सच ॲज means or it is known as antigen is eliminated by different mechanism. And to have an acquired immunity, there are 4 distinct characteristics. Then only there is a acquired immune response can be generated. So first is antigen specificity. So Any foreign substance is not an antigen, and any foreign substance against which immune system can be generate their immune response is known as an acquired immune system. So we can say antigen specificity. So a specific antigen is targeted in acquired immunity. Then recognition diversity. So as we know that, or we will discuss in upcoming lectures, there are different immunological genes or immunological gene diversity to recognize variant antigen entering into our body. So third most characteristics is immunological memory. So as and when there is interaction of pathogen to a host first time, and for a very second time, or interaction of the same pathogen after some days, or second time, or we are saying it as a secondary interaction, our immune system already developed the memory cells which are directly producing antibody to get inhibit or to eliminate that secondly interacted microorganism, because previously they have interacted, or on first interaction they are producing a specific antibody which is binding specific to the antigen, and it requires a time period of nearly 7 days. So in secondary interaction there is a response within a 2 to 3 hours. So the time period of 6 days is saved, and the severity, or we can say the damage of that infectious disease up to 7 days is also reduced. So this is a very distinguished property of this acquired immunity. Then fourth characteristics is discrimination between self and non-self. So this immunity is मेकिंग डिफरन्स जे फॉरेन सबस्टन्स आहे आणि जे बॉडी सबस्टन्स आहे याच्यातला फरक ओळखायचं कामसुद्धा ॲक्वायर्ड इम्युनिटीमध्ये केलं जातं. द बॉडी पोजेस ट्रिमेंडियस कॅपेबिलिटी टू स्पेसिफिकली आयडेंटिफाय वेरियस अँटीजन, and antigen is a foreign substance, usually a protein or carbohydrate that elicit immune response. So आपण ऑलरेडी बघितलं की कुठलाही फॉरेन सबस्टन्स ज्याच्या विरुद्ध आपली इम्यून सिस्टम ॲक्टिवेट होते इज नोन ॲज अँटीजन. नाव द एक्सपोजर टू an antigen leads to development of immunological memory. As a result, the second encounter of the body to the same antigen result in a quick response or state of response. So as we have discussed, function of memory cell. So in second time within an hour this response can be generated. The immune system recognize the response to foreign antigen as it is capable of distinguish self and non-self. So there is one another concept. इथं आपल्याला एक ॲटोइम्युन डिसीज बद्दल सुद्धा थोडं लक्षात घ्यावं लागेल. आर काउज ड्यू टू फेल्युअर ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेट सेल्फ अँड नॉन सेल्फ अँटीजन. म्हणजे कधी कधी असं होतं आहे काही इंडिव्हिज्युअल्समध्ये जे सेल्फ आणि नॉन सेल्फ ओळखण्याची जी कॅपॅसिटी आहे इम्युन सिस्टमची ती कुठंतरी डॅमेज होते किंवा फेल होते. त्यावेळेस आपल्या शरीरातील आपल्याला उपयोगी असणाऱ्या काही मॉलिक्युल्स किंवा सेल्सच्या अगेन्स्ट आपली इम्युनिटी त्यांना फॉरेन समजून काम करते. त्याच्यामुळे त्याला काय म्हणायचं, और इन सच केस इट इज डिफाइंड ॲज ॲटोइम्युन डिसीज. सो ॲटो मीन्स सेल्फ. सो द immune disease or immune response is generated against self molecules, cells or tissue. This condition is known as autoimmune disease. So अशा वेळेस आपल्याला इम्युन सिस्टम फॉरेन आणि सेल्फ डिस्टिंग्विश करणारी फार महत्त्वाची ठरते. सो at a glance, if we study the organization of an immune system, so it is basically the immune system consists of several organs distributed through the body. These lymphoid organs are categorized as a primary and secondary. So we will discuss in short primary lymphoid organ, secondary lymphoid organs, and then cells of immune system and immunoglobulins. So immunoglobulins are the molecules, B cell, T cell are the cells, and primary and secondary organs are the organs of immune system. So as we have discussed, molecules, cells and organs are combined together to form immune system. So first of all, we will discuss about primary lymphoid organs. These organs provides appropriate micro environment for development and maturation of antigen sensitive lymphocytes, a type of white blood cells. The thymus, situated above the heart, and bone marrow are the central or primary lymphoid organs. So thymus and bone marrow are contributing as a primary lymphoid organs. Here the T lymphocyte maturation occurs in thymus, while B lymphocyte maturation takes place in bone marrow. So T for thymus and B for bone marrow. For your memorization, we can say maturation is happen in primary lymphoid organ. Now secondary lymphoid organs, these are the site for initiation of immune response. So in secondary lymphoid organs, examples such spleen, tonsils, lymph nodes, appendix, PS patchae in gut. Secondary lymphoid organs provide the microenvironment for interaction between antigen and mature lymphocyte. So it is a site, or we can say it is providing or facilitating the antigens and our mature lymphocytes. So which are the major lymphocytes? That are B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. So now after discussing organs of lymphoid organs, we are going to discuss the cells of immune system. So basically there are two types of lymphocytes, namely B cell and T cell are critical for immune system. In addition, several accessory cells and effector cells also participate. So apart from B and T cell, there are also different types of cell which we will discuss in upcoming units, contributing to the immune system as a cells. So B lymphocyte, the site of development and maturation of B cells occurs in bursa of fibrous in birds and bone marrow in mammals. So during course of immune response, B cell mature into plasma cell and secretes antibody, that is immunoglobulins. The B cell possesses the capability to specifically recognize each antigen and produce antibody against it. B lymphocytes are immediately associated, or they are working with humoral immunity. So what is humoral immunity? That we are going to discuss in upcoming units. Now the second type of cell of immune system is T lymphocyte. The maturation of T lymphocyte occur in thymus, hence the name, that is T for thymus lymphocyte. The T cell can identify virus, microorganism for the antigen display on their surface. There are at least 4 different type of cell. So inducer T cell, that the 4 type of cell are explained below. First one is inducer T cell that mediate the development of T cell in thymus. Second is cytotoxic T cell capable of recognizing and killing the infected or abnormal cells. Third type of T cell is helper T cell that initiate immune response. And fourth type of T cell, suppressor T cell, mediate the suppression of immune response. So the T lymphocytes are responsible for cell mediated immunity. So what is cell mediated? The immunity evoked or generated due to involvement of cell in that response is known as cell mediated immunity, that we will discuss in detail. So B cell is giving humoral immunity and T cell is giving cell mediated immunity. Is the basic difference between the immunological response by these two type of cells of immune system. So the molecules of immune system are known as immunoglobulins. So the humoral immunity is mediated by special group of proteins called immunoglobulins or antibodies produced by B lymphocytes. So as we have already somewhat introduced about humoral immunity, so humoral immunity is mediated or governed by molecules, more specifically are the immunoglobulins, or we are saying as an antibodies. So there are 5 types of antibodies that we will discuss in next lecture with structure. So that is antibody immunoglobulin G, immunoglobulin A, immunoglobulin M, immunoglobulin D and immunoglobulin E. So these are the 5 types of immunoglobulins mediating B lymphocyte, produced from B lymphocyte and mediating humoral response. So dear friends, here we have discussed about the molecules, cells and organs of immune system. In tomorrow's lecture we are going to discuss in detail about the immunology and their different mechanisms. So if you have any doubt, any question, you can write in comment or message. Thank you.